I had to personalize my own stained glass piece, I would probably make something abstract that's kind of crazy.
Like a sunflower, a peace sign. I'm all about peace.
John and Jimmy DiResta closing in on the final moments of a custom-made stained glass, right?
That's right. And then we'll deliver to Monique at the Aquaba Bed and Breakfast.
Okay, now we're going to solder. And by soldering, we're joining all the pieces that are framed with the copper tape.
Right.
All right, now it's going to make each little piece one big window pane.
Right.
So now this is flux, and flux is a chemical that allows the solder to stick to the copper. It's just a chemical.
It doesn't even smell. It looks like
It has
water.
no smell, but it's poison, so don't drink it.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to drink it. Okay.
So what I'm doing now is you put the flux in place with the soldering iron. You melt a little solder right into an intersection or a junction. The gun heats up the area, and the solder sticks to that area once it's heated up.
Now, do you remember the solder guns Dad used to have?
They look like ray guns.
They
from
look like a
Punk
ray
Rockers.
gun, and it had a big U thing in the front. They always scared me.
You pull the trigger, and the lights in the workshop would dim.
Yeah. And what is solder made out of? Is that lead?
It's 60% tin and 40% lead.
We're learning a lot today. Ooh! Hot on the finger. Hot on the finger.
So here's a tip about the tip of the soldering iron.
A tip on a tip.
A tip about the tip.
Okay.
And that is that the heat at the very back where it's fat
Right.
is much higher than it is at the very skinny end
Okay.
at the tip of the tip. When I use the back of the soldering iron, it keeps all that solder flowing.
Yeah.
You see that? If you want to just put a little bit of solder at a time, you use the shorter side.
Look at that.
You see that?
It clumps it up.
I have the whole frame basically tacked together. Now I'm going to tack together the image of the birds kissing.
Is there anything else I could do?
Yeah, why don't you run over to the Aquaba for me?
Right.
And prep the window area?
All right, I'll move whatever's in the way. I'll put some hooks up. That'll hold up the stained glass. John DiResta here at the Aquaba. I'm gonna prep the window area while Jimmy finishes the stained glass. All right. This room brings back a lot of memories. Fran and I have stayed here several times. All right, let me put the hook in. On the hook in. Ah. Whew, just in time. I think I got vertigo. It's all good. I
How is
prepped
she?
the window. Monique's very excited.
Now that the soldering is done, we're
Right.
going to scrub it clean really good.
Okay.
Just soapy water cleans up the flux. Albert gave us this tip.
Okay.
I'm actually using a brass brush, which is softer and more gentle on the glass.
Now, it looks good. You did a great job.
It
Or should I
really-
say we did a great job?
It really looks good. We need to put a frame on it. We got to turn it over and strengthen it up. So
Okay.
give me a hand flipping it over. It's very delicate, but it's the first time we're seeing it as one piece.
Well, you got to give me specific instructions.
Okay, what we're going to do is put this underneath it
Okay.
to be able to lift it in the air.
Slide it under.
Yeah, let's pick it up gently.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to...
There I got it. So I'm just going to reinforce the back with some solder joints, and then we'll build the wooden frame for it.
Got it.
We're done.